You know, before we get too deep into actually working today, this is just sitting here idling. It's kind of screaming, go drive me. Enough screwing around. I better get back and get some work done. This is looks like the last nice day I'm gonna have this week to get stuff done around the house. Oh god, I tore the road off it. So I better get back and get started on that rather than out here screwing around having fun. This is what I'd rather be doing. So they say if you don't turn around and look at your car as you walk away from it, you didn't buy the right car. So for the last few weeks, I haven't gotten as much done on that old Pontiac as I'd been planning on. With Christmas and New Year's, taking some time off, having company here. I got some stuff done, but not nearly as much as I wanted to. The next few weeks kind of holds the same for me. I'm packing my pickup, getting it ready to go, heading back to Florida. Mecum Auctions starts next week, so getting ready for that. So as far as the car goes, what I've gotten done is I got the rest of the firewall lined with that flat line barrier. Got all the wiring fed back for the tail lights. That's all sitting back here. I took the rear bumper off because it was just easier to get to the housings, and I still haven't made up my mind if I'm going to leave this GTO or if I'm going to go back to Lemans. I ordered all new upholstery, new door panels, new convertible top boot, carpet, all that stuff. Oh, I ordered a new stereo, one of those retro sound stereos. So the American Auto Wire kit didn't come with the courtesy lights for a convertible. It only comes with the courtesy lights for a hard top. So I had to get that ordered up. Waiting on a bunch of stuff from Ames Performance and Summit Racing. All right, note to self, I'm sure all of you know this, and I know it too, but I was an idiot, and I reefed on the water temp sender way too hard and broke it. So I had to order a brand new one from Dakota Digital. So that brought me a little to no happiness. And the oil temp sending unit, let me get the light over here. If you just use what Dakota Digital sends you, it comes straight out and hits the frame. So the first time you mash the gas on this, it would have busted that completely off. Luckily, I found a 45-degree fitting, brass fitting at the local parts store and was able to get that put in at an angle. Got the wiring started here. I'm going up to the digital brain box. Today is about getting the shop cleaned up a little bit. It looks like a bomb went off in here. And getting my pickup ready to go, head back to Florida so that we can go inspect cars at Mecum. If you guys are like me, I can never remember what I've done. So I make a list, and it looks like I just changed the oil. When did I change oil? November 12th of 2024. Got new tires in October. And I just changed the air filter and the cabin filter in September. Should be good to go on everything. If I didn't keep something like this, I would never know when I did the maintenance on these things. So, and as you can see, new transmission at 184,000 miles in this truck. Gotta love that GM 6L60 junk. Some of the stuff I travel with. especially when I'm going out inspecting cars. I got a 2-ton floor jack, Harbor Freight's cheapo, whatever, 300-piece mechanic set. They're not great tools, but they're good enough tools. Always put duct tape in your vehicle. You never know when you need it. Looks like I'm about due for a fresh roll of toilet paper. Fresh roll of toilet paper. And trust me, when you work on the road as much as I do, you want toilet paper. I always carry one of these with me. More paper towels, funnels, toe straps galore. Every type of toe strap, ratchet strap, anything you can think of. I carry them all with me. You wouldn't believe how many times that's come in super handy. Just having all this extra stuff like zip ties, duct tape. I'd rather be overloaded than unprepared. So this is basic stuff that goes with me everywhere. I'm sure this summer, this spring, I'll bring you along on a hail deployment when we run out and do hail. That's crazy. If I do hail this year, which is a big if. This is just a little bit of a dive into what I do for a living with CFL Auto Appraise, the pre-purchase inspection side of things anyway. All right, time to just get everything cleaned up, vacuumed out, ready to go, so we're ready to rock. And then, like I said before, it looks like something exploded in here, so I gotta get this cleaned up because I really don't want to come home to this shop in shambles and tools laying everywhere, parts laying everywhere. It's kind of irritating, so.
When the music was good, I can't remember when I understood. I can't remember the time or day. I can't remember last time I was late. I can't remember why I wrote this song. I can't remember what the hell is going on. I can't remember last time I cried. I can't remember why people died. But I can't forget all the shit that's going on. And I can't forget all the stupid things I've done. And I can't forget all the people I have wronged. And I can't forget some.
Alright, so the shop is clean, truck is clean, pretty much packed, ready to go. I'll be heading down to Kissimmee here to the Mecum Auctions to do some pre-purchase inspections. I just wanted to get everything kind of wrapped up here in Tennessee before I head back to Florida. It's going to give you a little bit of background on this car, where it came from, how I ended up with it, and basically the restoration process that it's already underwent. So I bought this car back in 05. I know I've been jumping around on some other videos. I'm trying to remember when I bought this. And I think I figured out that it was fall of 2005 that I bought this car. I bought it from a buddy of mine. His name is Sean. He bought it, I want to say probably in 01 or 02. We were working together at a company where we installed home theaters and security systems and stuff like that in people's homes. But about that time, I was doing the body work and paint on the 69 Charger. And Sean used to have he's going to kill me if I get this wrong. It was a 77 or 78 Dodge four-wheel drive pickup that was painted like a Corvette yellow. I'll see if I can dig up a picture of it somewhere. He ended up selling that truck and didn't have anything for a while. And we were working together. I was doing that Charger, and he came across this thing in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. I remember we drove out there and looked at it. I remember taking this for a test drive, and at that point in time, it was red. It still had the 350 in it. It had a fender that didn't match, but it was a 4-speed. It was a convertible. It was kind of cool, and it had potential. I remember telling Sean that day, if you don't buy this thing, I'm going to, which I think ended up lighting a fire under his ass. He ended up buying it. Fast forward to 05, he ended up moving to Nebraska, called me up and goes, I need to get rid of this car. Are you interested? So I ended up selling my 79 Trans Am, which another car I should have never gotten rid of, but I ended up selling that Trans Am to buy this thing. The funny thing is we have another friend, his name is Pete. He actually owns Junkyard Fan YouTube channel. I'll put the link down in the description to that. Check that out. He's got some good stuff on there. But I remember Pete telling me after either Sean had bought this car or I had bought the car from Sean, that he remembers going out and looking at this car maybe in like the 90s, early to mid 90s, and was going to buy it and just thought that they were asking too much for what it was, which the smartest person in the end was Pete on this car, because when we got dug into the bodywork on this thing and realized Minnesota car that was at that point in time, 68, 30 some years old. Holy crap. I ended up putting all new quarter panels on it, all new floors in it, 2 new front fenders, all inner wheel wells, new hood. I believe that's all the sheet metal, but this thing was rusted way worse than we anticipated. Typical Minnesota car. When we got into it, it just was a piece of Swiss cheese. That was about '05. It was spring of '06 when we finished all the bodywork and paint on it, and I ended up reassembling the car as well as a 30-year-old kid with no money in his pocket could. So a lot of the stuff never got finished on this car. No speedometer, no gas gauge, heater core leak, so I just bypassed it. Just all the small stupid stuff that a normal person would complete, I never did. I just drove this thing on the weekends, and I had my '69 Charger, and that was kind of my car. This was just another one that I wanted, but shit just never got finished on it. It's part of the reason why I'm going a little bit overboard now and just finishing as many details as I can on this car. So from '06 to 2010, I drove it every summer. In 2010, I had a career change that put me out on the road. I was gone all the time, and this ended up just sitting in my shop back home in Minnesota. It just sat in my garage. And somewhere along the line, I think it was 2012, I needed money for another business venture. So this went up for sale, and my '69 Charger went up for sale. And of course, my '69 Charger sold first. And I didn't need to sell both of them. I only needed to sell one. Hindsight, should have never put that Charger up for sale. But for whatever reason, the universe wanted me to have this thing. So here we are. It's my last hold on youth, I guess you could say. So in 2010, it basically went into storage. It sat in my shop for a couple years, and then I ended up putting it into storage at a friend's shop. I got the phone call one day that building had been sold, so it needed to get moved again. By this point in time, I was living down in Florida and was scrambling trying to find a place to put it. In 2017, I also got married back in Minnesota. We had the wedding, so I dug the car out so that I could have it in the pictures of the wedding, and then the intention was it was going to go back into storage. And I opened up the door on the place where it was supposed to sit, and 100 mice flew out of there. And I'm not even kidding. There was so many mice in this garage that I about dropped to my knees and cried, just going, my car is going to get destroyed. So I ended up calling another buddy and just going, look, if you come down here and get the car, take it home, store it, drive it, use it, I'll insure it. I'll pay for all that end of it. All you got to do is pay for gas and oil, and you basically can have the car and just keep it out of that mouse-infested garage. So my buddy Corey had it from 2017 till 2024, and that's in October. If you watch the other videos, that's when we drove it down here to Tennessee. So the car's got a little bit of sentimental value to me. It's a money pit. It's a big rolling orange piece of shit is what it truly is. I'm going to basically get wrapped up here, head out to Mecum, Kissimmee. I got a bunch of jobs out in Florida. Going to see some family while I'm out there. This project is going to basically take a back seat now. I'll be in Florida till almost the end of January. And then when I get back, I got to head out to Denver. And by March, I got Minnesota trips. This is this time of year is go time for me. Started this project in November of 24. Hoping that I could get the majority of it done before now, and now here we are in the beginning of January, and I haven't gotten as far as I wanted to, and that's just the way it goes. But I have no timeline on this car. I don't care when it gets finished. It's winter time, so these cars don't really get driven that much anyway, other than we did take the Camaro for a spin today, so always a good day when you can do that. So I'm gonna get wrapped up here and get my laundry loaded up and hit the road for Kissimmee. CFL Auto Appraise is a licensed and certified auto appraisal company. We specialize in classics, exotics, sports cars, and also handle right to appraisal situations such as total loss disputes, repair disputes, and diminished value appraisals. For more information, check out www.cflautoappraise.com. I'll put the link down below in the description. We offer a free consultation to make sure our services fit your needs.